July 21st, 2025 to order. We got a public hearing. We've got two issues here. Ordinance zoning code change regarding signage and increase the city service fees. All right, let's approach the first one. Zoning code change regarding signage. Do we have anybody who wants to speak? No? All right, let's move to the second one. Ordinance to increase the city service fees. Do we have anybody who wants to speak?
I do. Or do you want me to wait till you?
Well, let's see if any public does, and then I'll.
Well, I mean, I was gonna see if he wanted to bring it up before I. Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
Bobby, I got those for you.
Where's the list at?
Okay.
Oh, Bobby. We don't have, obviously, we don't have any public wanting to speak at the public hearing.
Yeah, only now I'm not against the city, fees, you know that.
Yeah.
But in the write-up of the ordinance, there is nothing stated about consequences of not paying, city fees. Not on this piece of paper, I.
No, it's another article section of the code. We are only changing the section of the code dealing with raising the fee.
Well, here's what we need to do. Bill, we cannot not pick people's trash.
Oh, I didn't say that, not trash, I'm talking about extra pickup.
Yeah.
For instance, Public Works got a phone call this past week. A woman over at Benedict Circle said, y'all need to come pick up my brush over there. Well, they went over there and somebody had cut a tree all over. Took 4 trucks and as many people to haul it off.
They should charge her.
He did, $180, but it wasn't enough for what the number of people out there and how long they were there. And my suggestion to him is that we need to start, and I don't know how to do this, but.
Hey, Bill, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was with John Boy today making changes to our clutter ordinance.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna address that.
Okay, that's good. Good, thank you.
The problem is she's saying they're two separate places.
Yeah, we are only amending 954.02. That's what this
As long as the collection stuff that's in there. that's
But
fine.
you all are working on the enforcement part.
Yeah, so we have a clutter ordinance clearly, but it does not have brush, tree limbs, stumps, anything like that.
Yep.
So we're gonna give it to the ordinance committee to include that. So if it's in the front yard, it's against violation, it'll be handled, and add John Boy as enforcement to it as well.
Is there a way that we can force these contractors that do not making building changes, to force them to go, and don't even have to pay for it? Get a permit to have their name and addresses, because I can see all kinds of liability, and all of a sudden, somebody walks through the yard and falls down. Well, the city didn't pick this up, or the homeowner, or whatever.
Yeah, no, we don't have any permits for tree cutting. I've called 3 cities as well today, they don't need it.
Well, I realize that,
Yeah.
and I was thinking that we need to do something to cover our own butts.
Yeah, but that'd be on citizens' private property, so that's kind of in the contract with whoever they hire. But for liability, if that's what you mean. And as long as they're not cutting city trees or city property, then that would be, that's against the rules as well.
Okay.
Here's what you, go ahead, Brian.
What they're doing is that they're hiring these companies to come and cut the trees down. And then the company's saying, well, just leave it, the city will come and pick it up.
Exactly.
Well, then we gotta pay to take it, to dump it. There's nowhere to dump the stuff. You gotta-
Well, then what we gotta do is approach this as an ordinance issue,
Yes.
all right? And we can vote it towards the ordinance committee, and then they can take it up, we can see, yes.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I spoke to Councilman Rowan Knight about this, and I'm hearing this for the first time with Marshall.
This was just 3 o'clock today.
Yeah, I know. But we had already talked about the next ordinance committee meeting, which I'll announce at the end of the council meeting. We plan on looking at this stuff, generalized discussion to work and maybe come up with some solutions. So I just want to say that for the record, that is something that we worked on. I sent an email to Mike Delhudas, and so we can maybe all sit down and get that figured out.
It's pretty simple. We went over it for about 45 minutes, and we're gonna include the verbiage of contractor or privately, whoever cuts them is gonna be responsible, whether it be a contractor or the resident. And then the contractor company can be fined and all that.
Good, good, good. Thank you.
Well, the bottom line is, if it's costing us and we're losing money on it, it doesn't need to happen.
True.
We're to the point now, we cannot lose money.
Maybe put an hourly rate on it.
Huh?
Put an hourly rate on it.
Well,
We're in a public hearing for the city.
oh, yeah,
service.
yeah, city service fees. It's a good point, Councilman.
I don't know if I actually need to speak. Can you guys say what the amount of the increase is?
It's a 20% increase, $15 a quarter, $60 in a year. Am I correct on that, Joe?
$5 a month.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And for anybody that has a question on that, the last increase was 2009. How much inflation has occurred since 2009? In reality, we probably have the right to increase it even more, but we're trying to limit as much of a burden on our citizens as possible. But for us to maintain equipment, salaries, and things like that, we have to increase it, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. All right. Any others on increased city service fee? All right, with no other discussion, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment on the public hearing.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
All in favor say aye. Meeting adjourned. We will start council at 6:30.
I think Social Security was at 2.6.